Hey guys, so I guess I should explain something. Just hold on a minute. Let me get to somewhere quieter. Okay, so the reason I haven't been streaming lately. Hold on, I'm just adjusting the volume real quick. Oh, that's actually dead quiet already. Never mind. Okay, the reason I haven't been streaming lately is because for the past week, we had to, redecorate the entire study, so to speak. Well, by that I mean, like, rearrange the furniture. I had to move a lot of stuff out of here so I could, get stuff sorted. Long and the short, it's been a very busy week trying to get it all sorted out. In addition, I've got a bit of what I like to call winter sluggishness, where I just feel a lot more, well, a lot less motivated to do a lot of things. So even when I've had opportunities to stream during the days we were working in the study, I didn't really want to. So, frankly, I was kind of unmotivated too. Now, to tell you the truth, I am actually a little unmotivated to stream right now, but I need to do it anyway, because otherwise I'm just gonna lose all momentum. Hang on a minute. Now, what I mean is that when I go for days without streaming, I become less motivated to stream. So sometimes I do actually need to force myself to stream, so that way I can get the momentum back. So anyway, it looks like Atom and Edge are still asleep. Yeah, they're still asleep, of course. They'll be asleep for quite some time. Unfortunately, time freezes whenever you leave the garden. So I'm actually going to take this time out to get some more chaos drives and some more rings. Stage select. Honestly, it doesn't matter what chaos drives I get as long as I just get any. Thankfully though, like, despite my lack of motivation and just feeling quite sluggish, I can do the Chao Garden pretty easily, because not only is that not very brain taxing, even though I'm actually playing quite badly here. I can like partially switch my brain off whenever I'm doing the Chao Garden stuff, especially when I'm doing this stage, because I've must have played this stage like thousands of times just for chaos drives. Like, just for chaos drives and just for rings. This does mean that I haven't done any off-screen stuff either. I've been ever since Pokemon Sword and Shield came out, I've been too obsessed with Pokemon lately to honestly focus on anything else, and yeah. The speed of sound. Every time I always end up muttering the lyrics from this. But yeah, it's like, because I ended up becoming obsessed with Pokemon, I both enjoy and sort of regret jumping to Pokemon Platinum for streaming, especially since I'm already working on a lengthy RPG like Persona 3. And as I clarified before, I'm pretty sure I clarified this several times, Pokemon Platinum is without the most difficult Pokemon game. At least out from the handheld titles. So I think Pokemon Coliseum can actually be just as ruthless, if not more, because everything's a double battle, and the AI is cranked up to an absurd degree. Alright, you gonna do that thing again? Good. No. But yeah, that's kind of it, and I have been enjoying Platinum, although, admittedly, a part of me kind of wishes I went back to my original setup, or at least the most common practice I set up. But I wanted to try something new, and so far I've had mixed feelings on them. I guess just to explain, if no one's familiar, I did a poll asking whether or not I should use. I did a poll asking for what starter I should use, and the encoding overload is just really bad here. My phone's out of commission, so I can't use that for the chat. So yeah, sorry guys, we're just gonna have to deal with the lag for a bit. Anyway, let's jump back in again and grab some more rings. I get 300 a pop every time I do this, so this isn't a bad place to grind for rings. Damn it. But anyway, I guess just to explain, like, I did a poll asking what Pokemon, or what my starter Pokemon should be, and the winner ended up being Piplup. Now, being honest, I've never used any starter in Platinum besides Turtwig, and I obsessively use Turtwig. It's one of my favorite grass types. So I'm using a type I wasn't familiar with, and I ended up grabbing a Chatot for my flying type. I'm not keen on using the starting bird Pokemon, so to speak. Don't know if Spearow counts, but I've used Fearow and Pidgeot before. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I ended up deciding to have a Chatot on my team, and my biggest gripe so far, or my biggest problem I had so far, is that I was at a serious disadvantage with electric types. Damn it. Oh. Yes, and it was a bit of a struggle, but I managed to prevail against most types I was up against. And I'm probably going to be ranting about this again once I get to Platinum, but I ended up having a Leafeon on my team because as someone who loves grass type Pokemon, I've never actually used a Leafeon to its fullest. And bit of a recommendation: if you're gonna use a Leafeon, don't use it in Platinum. Use it in any other game after. Because Leafeon's gimmick is that it's a fast physical attacking grass type. Problem is, it doesn't learn any good physical attacking grass type moves to compensate. At least early on. By the time you get an Eevee and evolve it into Leafeon, it's level 20, so it misses Razor Leaf, and it'll be a while before you can get to a move relearner. So you're completely out of that, and by the time you actually get to a move relearner... Oh, damn it. And by the time you actually get to a move relearner, Razor Leaf will be too weak to really use. It does learn Leaf Blade, but it learns it at level 71. Which is way past, well, pretty much anything really. Like by the time Leafeon reaches 71, I reckon all of the post game will be done, unless she's just going to do excessive grinding. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, like the games after, Leafeon at least learns it at 50. But I don't know.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
Now, I suppose I could cheat a bit. We haven't played as Knuckles in a while. I suppose I could cheat a bit by sending my Leafeon over when it's one level away from learning Leaf Blade and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Learn it in that, then transfer it back over. That'd be one way. Yeah, it's still asleep. You know, I might as well show us something if I can get to it. Oh, right off the bat. Knuckles can dig, and he can actually pick up pumpkins from the ground, as well as a few small other things. Pumpkins, much like the eggshells, are they're head accessories for Chaos. They'll put them on their heads. Alternatively, you can just sell them or just get rid of them. The pumpkin's one of them. It's one of the very few free ones other than the eggshells. They're not really worth it. I'm not really going to bother with head accessories because, frankly, I just don't like using them. Because the only way to like get them off if you're not satisfied with it is to hit them, and that's not what I'm about. I don't hit Chao. Never have, never will. Well, I have accidentally, but never again. Oh, another pumpkin. Besides, Chao are exceptionally finicky on what head items they'll wear. And yeah, like it or not, we do have to wait. Oh well. Yeah, back to Pokemon Platinum real quick. I'm still glad I have a Leafeon, but I need to do some workarounds. It's like I could transfer it over to a Heart Gold or Soul Silver, where it would learn Leaf Blade early, and then like cheat it that way. And to be fair, I'm not against using other Pokemon games, trading or otherwise, to take advantage of stuff. Because in a way, that's kind of the point about Pokemon. Like, you get you have two versions of the same game. Okay, Edge is finally awake. Oh, and he's doing somersaults. Yeah, anything they learn from the Kin Gun, they'll actually pull it off every now and then, just out of randomness. So anyway, Edge is gonna be my racer. Well, actually, I haven't decided. Well, I did decide at first, but I think it's for the best I just level up both these guys evenly and just use them appropriately. Well, use their skills appropriately. But yeah, like what I was saying before, like, it's kind of the point to use two versions to your advantage to get things you wouldn't normally get, because that's the point of completing the Pokédex, which is the primary objective of nearly every Pokemon game to date. Complete the Pokédex, and you can't do that without having another version. So in a way, using two versions to your advantage to get stuff you need. I wouldn't say it's cheating. If anything, I'd say it's a clever strategy. And that's something I'm going to be exploiting to hell and back if you want my honest opinion. Okay, any Chao fruits? Nope. There's no point in getting any seeds yet. The Chao can't plant them. I believe there is actually a trick. I think if I go in and I think if I leave and then come back, the stuff in the shop will change. Also, something to point out, Eggman actually moves exceptionally fast. This is because, Sonic's default speed is actually the, same speed as everyone else. I don't know the logistics behind it. But, like, because Eggman and Tails are in mechs, they don't actually, oh, it hasn't changed. Okay, maybe I need to do a couple stages. That makes sense. But, because Eggman and Tails are in mechs, you don't actually see them at full speed, and Knuckles and Rouge don't play a lot of stages where it has, or let's take advantage of that. But yeah, Eggman runs just as fast as everyone else, and it's absolutely hilarious just seeing his legs and arms, just shake around like toothpicks. There have been, hacks where people have put Eggman like from the Chao Garden like into actual levels, and he moves like actual Sonic levels, and he moves at the exact same speed as Sonic. It's maybe not the exact same speed, but pretty close. Anyway, I think I'm going to need to do some more stages. More encoding overload. Let's give it a minute to wait. It has to be because of this game. Like, I should probably well, again, my phone's out of commission. It's at less than 10%, and I don't have a charger. At least not one nearby, so I can't use the phone for the chat to ease off the sorry, to ease off the the encoding stuff. So we're just going to deal with this for a bit. Now I do honestly consider this to be one of the best stages to get Chaos Strikes, because there's just so many enemies, and Eggman's range of fire is really good. Well, I do consider City Escape to be one of the best places to grab rings, because it's easy to get a magnet shield, and they provide and I can get about 200 to 300 rings a pop. And I accidentally brought a monkey with me. Okay, 8, but still. You know, since I've got Pokemon on the brain, I might as well talk about it just a little bit more. I do have plans to go back to Heart Gold after I've beaten Platinum. But the main difference is that I'm going to be starting over with a somewhat edited team. And and I'm going to be starting again on the actual DS and not an emulator, because that emulator was a horrible idea from the start. My team will be almost the same. I'm going to be changing a few, but it's relatively going to be the same. I think. Let's see. Honestly, I'm a three of the Pokemon I originally had. I'm keeping. Whereas 3 of the other Pokemon I've decided to switch out. Because my biggest problem was that I had too many Pokemon so early in the game. Actually, you know what? I don't really. I forgot. I can just exit the stage, and I keep everything I've collected. Yeah. Here's the thing though, like like I said before in my Heart Gold playthrough, my biggest gripe is the fact that there's not enough places to grind. Because wild Pokemon give off abysmally low experience, and there aren't enough trainer fights. Now, I know that some may argue otherwise, but that's just how it's been every time with me with Heart Gold or Soul Silver. Well, Heart Gold specifically. I never actually played Soul Silver, but that's besides the point. Point is that I'm always severely underleveled in most situations. And I can't tell if that's because the remake was trying to balance things out, because I remember like the original Crystal had some, I want to say had some balancing issues. Like apparently it was like too easy. I'm not sure. Anyway, how are these little guys' stats? Alright, Edge. 6, 4, 4, 4, 2. So I should probably put you in the swimming race. You need more stamina, though. 8, 4, 4, 4, 2. So you're a better swimmer, but you're... How did I manage to get them both to be pretty much the same? Well, either way, they're going to need a lot of stamina. And frankly, as much... And as much as I can just feed them Chao nuts... Or their favorite fruits. Honestly, Chao fruits are just the best. And let's see. None. Well, I guess just use the Chao nuts around the place. I don't want to waste too much time. So I'll feed them, and I'll try to get their stamina up to level 4 each. Go. Alright, we'll start with you since you're the better swimmer. Alright. Yeah, sorry if I'm not really talking about Chao stuff often. I feel like I've explained pretty much everything that I can with this, for now anyway, without going ahead. And to top off, like, again, I've just been in a huge Pokemon mood, because Pokemon Shield has been one of the best Pokemon games I've played in years. Like, people complain about the fact that there's no National Pokedex. I've heard other things like the graphics are awful, and that they're just reusing models, and I want to throw my hat into the ring for this one. First off, the National Pokedex itself, like, yeah, I'm a little bummed out I can't bring my old Pokemon into the new game, but to be fair, not only is there 400 Pokemon out of 890 available, like, that's an absurd amount. Like, the highest a regional Pokedex has ever been for the Pokemon series, because most are either 150 or 200. Galar region is double. Almost more than double, I'd say. But yeah, so, hey, I'm not too fussed because granted, I can't bring in my old favorites or ones that I brought from my previous games in, but the National Pokedex, or at least something to that extent, will be coming later. Because I feel like what a lot of people tend to forget is that there's an app called Pokemon Home coming out soon, which is the new Pokebank. So I think that's the reason why you couldn't really bring your old Pokemon in just yet, because they don't have a way to yet. Come on, you're leveling up that stamina to at least one more, little man. You're doing the same as well, Edge. You hear that? But anyway, so, like, and here's the thing. Say that even if Sword and Shield gets Pokemon Home, and you still can't bring your old Pokemon in, honestly, that doesn't matter. Because, yeah, I'd be bummed out as well if I couldn't bring my shiny Cacturn to Sword and Shield and use it for competitive battling, which I believe it's pretty much set for that. I just need to revise its abilities. Anyway, your turn. But at the same time, this gives me an excuse to try new Pokemon I would have never have considered. Not to mention, I'm no competitive expert, but from what I've heard from my brother Mac the Minion, he said that the competitive scene has been getting too boring lately because everyone's using like Ultra Beasts, Tapus, and one Mega Evolution Pokemon, and that's been it for ages. And thinking about it, yeah, I can kind of see where he's coming from, because at the time there was around, let's see, 810 Pokemon. Because Gala introduced 80 new Pokemon. And everyone was just using the same thing from like a selection of like 20. Like, that to me sounds very bland and boring, and if they're just trying to prevent Pokemon, old Pokemon from coming through so they don't have that mistake again, then you know what, I can see some justification to it. One more, buddy. But at the same time, like, they could just ban those Pokemon, so that'll just fix the problem. Yeah, honestly, I think people should have a bit more patience when it comes to the National Pokédex. Or at least just the ability to bring old Pokemon into new game, because, like, look at it from this perspective. There's 890 Pokemon. That's a lot. I think people tend to forget just how much that is, and how much work that would be for the developers. Now, you know, I'm gonna grab some more rings. I'll do the racing later, because I don't want to interrupt what I'm saying right now, because I'm gonna lose it. Now, I feel like people were reviewing the game too negatively because of the lack of National Pokédex. Like, I remember seeing some really horrible reviews on the game before it was even released, just because of that one thing, and honestly, those people don't even deserve to play the game if they're going to review it that badly. But anyway, another complaint I heard is that the graphics are awful. Now, I'm gonna say that's a load of bull. I think the graphics look beautiful. Like, granted, it's not like high definition, realistic graphics you'd expect in something like Death Stranding, or any other like super realistic game with wonderful graphics like that. Like that's the first one that comes to mind, because my friend Daniel has been obsessing over Death Stranded, and I don't blame him. I've heard it's an excellent game. But anyway, and here's the thing though, even he said that the game looks fantastic. Like, don't look at it from like a technological perspective, look at it from an artistic perspective. Besides, high definition graphics like Death Stranded would not work in a Pokemon game. It just wouldn't. And in addition, I think people tend to forget, like, just how powerful the Switch is. Like, here's the thing. It's not... I love the Switch, but even I can admit that it's not as powerful as a PS4 or an Xbox One, and especially not as powerful as a computer. It's a Nintendo console. They usually don't go for power. Like, the Switch doesn't compete with PS4 and Xbox One. It doesn't try to. It does its own thing. And frankly, like, I don't think it would have been feasible to have that type of power in a console that's designed for versatility. And honestly, I'll take versatility over realistic grass blades or individual hairs on a guy's beard. I mean, granted, I got pretty close to Mario's with the individual hairs on Mario's mustache. Yeah, and I can see that there's a bit of a draw distance issue with Pokemon Shield, but frankly, it's not even that big of an issue. It's only in the wild area. And the wild area is gigantic. Like, I think that justifies it. So people are complaining that the graphics are awful. They're either not looking at the bigger picture, not looking at the facts, or they're lying. And honestly, anyone who says that the graphics are awful is either trying to compare it to something that's as realistic or as gorgeously art styled as Death Stranded, or frankly, they're just lying because they're trying to give Sword and Shield a negative review.
Piece of cake.
So honestly, I can't take anyone seriously with that type of mindset.
Character select.
That's just how it is. Like, now, one last thing. Let's know, what was the last reason? Reusing models. Fucking duh? Like, I had to look at it myself, and yeah, they do kind of reuse the models from Sun and Moon. Like, they take the models and they polish them up to Sword and Shield standards. Of course, was that not obvious? Like, this goes back to what I said before. There's 890 Pokemon. If they went out of the way to remake the original models and just waste that much time, I'd be calling them idiots. Like, reusing the models and polishing them up to Sword and Shield's graphical standards, that's a genius idea because it cuts a lot of necessary corners. Sorry, it cuts a lot of unnecessary corners, because let's be real, you don't want to be wasting that type of time on something that has a viable shortcut. Just for comparison's sake, like, look at Majora's Mask over Ocarina of Time. It uses everything from the original game, and Majora's Mask is fantastic. I understand that may not be a fair comparison, but honestly, it's still there. Like, Nintendo reuses models all the time. It saves a lot of time, and they still make good games using it, so I honestly can't complain about them reusing models. Besides, maybe the reason they didn't do all the models... Well, like, sorry. Here's a better thing. Maybe the reason why we don't have the National Pokédex is because they only did half of the Pokemon's models, and they have to do the other half later. Because if they didn't do the other half, if they did everything right off the bat, the game would have came out months later. So, yeah. Honestly, my only complaint to Sword and Shield is the villain story. Now, I'm not going to say what it is, because the game is still relatively new. So, I'm not going to say it in case of spoilers. But here's my final thing. I didn't really like the villain story that much, but Pokemon games have always been more about the adventure. And with that perspective, I couldn't hate it. I still had an excellent time. I would say Shield is... I want to say it's my favorite Pokemon game, but I think Platinum still beats it for nostalgia. But anyway, that'll do for now. I'm sorry about going on a gigantic rant about that. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I just had to express it. Okay, so both excel in swimming. Though Edge has a little bit more in fly and power. Okay, so in order to unlock the other races, I have to beat all three. I have to beat all 3 challenges in all 4 courses. That's pretty straightforward enough. Now, I already did this with Atom. I already did the first one with Atom, and he won just fine. So here's the thing: I'm probably gonna get both Atom and Edge to master all of them, because the prizes they get for each of them is kind of important, or at least 2 of them are. Yeah, I really had to get everything I said about Pokemon off my chest, because it's been bugging me for days that I haven't had someone to talk to about it. Even if no one's really going to be watching this. I love the half asleep eyes with the teeth. It's so good. Okay, so Atom is already picking up, but that little guy there, he's actually putting up a bit of a chance. So I'm gonna put, yeah, I'm gonna add 1 bit of boost there. Yeah, from the looks of it, the gap is slowly widening, so Atom has this. Yeah, Atom's got this. He's gonna win this, no problem. Now that I've shut up Pokemon, I've got nothing to say. Oh, the encoding overloads. It's a good thing I'm only streaming for 2 hours. I'll try to get things sorted out. I don't remember it being that bad in Sonic Adventure when I was playing this game before, but maybe I either just didn't notice, or wait, did I beat the record? Oh shit, I beat the record by 33 milliseconds. Nice. Okay, so I get the feeling that Atom is not going to win the 3rd race, because while the gap did widen significantly, this time all the races are going to be good at swimming. I'll give it a try, but if it looks like Atom's not going to win this, I'll just quit the race. If I can get Chao Fruit, this wouldn't be nearly as much of an issue. Yeah, I think I might know what's been causing the encoding overloads a bit. Although this one I can't really say for certain, because frankly, I don't have any evidence to back this up with. Jesus Christ, the encoding overloads are awful. But anyway, it's because I've got this. I did a slight tweak to my computer where now the screen tints slightly whenever I'm around nighttime. Basically, like I was getting some pretty bad headaches. I've been staring at screens for too long, so this tint thing I've included it makes it a lot easier for the eyes. Alright, if he wins this, it's barely. Final stretch. He won! Well done, Atom. And his prize is a spade. That is one of the important ones I wanted. Now, I want Edge to get that as well, but I don't think he's going to do it. So, I think it might be a good idea if I go... Well, let's hope that there are some Chao fruits, because they cut a lot of corners. Oh, excuse me. Nice. So I need about 1,000 rings every time. I know I can get about 200 to 300 a pop. With every time I do a city escape. All right, Edge. You're good. You're a bit of a runt compared to your brother, so we need you to catch up a little bit. You might not like this, but it is honestly for your own good. And trust me when I say this, you will like this. Maybe not now, but definitely later on, when you become an extra powerful Chao. Look at me. Every time I'm in the Chao gun, I just go full dad mode. Then again, that's been kind of me since the beginning. Like going back to Pokemon real quick, I get a little too attached to my to the Pokemon I've raised. Sometimes it could be a case that I get a little over immersed. Come on, Edge. It's for your own good. I kind of wish they didn't throw it away, but adds a bit of a charm to them. It does give these little guys more personality, and that's what I think is kind of important. So well and good you have a virtual pet simulator, but if the things you're raising don't have personality and don't really act like animals, or at least act like creatures, act like they're alive, can't really get immersed in it. Still though, it does genuinely impress me, like, how much is in this game. Like, I'm still learning new things about it. So there's apparently, like, very unique Chao breeds you can get with very unique forms if you, like, spend so long playing this game. In some cases, it can be kind of like Monster Rancher. It's like the game is... I'm like, the game is practically endless, and you can get so much from it. There we go. Good work, Edge. I'm proud of you. Alright. This should give him this... This should give him a significant boost to do the Chao race. Oh, the swimming race. Yeah, he's much higher than his brother now. Chao are technically genderless, but I do refer to them as boys. Well, it might just be my imagination, but anytime I claim, like, what what gender a Chao is, they kind of followed that through whenever I tried to breed Chaos. Don't think I'll be doing that, though. Oh yeah, he's just gliding past. And then again, this is the first difficulty, the easiest one. None of them can swim as well as he can. There we go. I think, you know what? I think I may have realised where one of the encoding overloads is coming from. It's because it's trying to render a lot of things at once in this race. Because like the water, the crabs, the Omachows, and all the other chows as well. It's causing some severe lag. Well, as long as it doesn't crash the computer, I'm fine. 57 seconds. He's surpassing his brother already. I do need to... While those Chao fruits are there, I do want to feed Atom 5 Chao fruits as well. And if I get 5 for Atom, I'll only have about 900 rings left. That's enough for 4. So what I can do is, after that one, give 2 to Atom and 2 to Edge. Speaking of Edge, I do want to start prioritizing one specific stat for the time being. Don't know which one, though. This is the thing, like, their stats have different ranks to them. I've shown this off in the last session. But, I know that, those stats can be permanently buffed from, like, E to A, provided you keep focusing on them. So, I do kind of want to have Atom and Edge both be rank S Chao. All across the board. That would be an interesting goal to do. I don't know if I'm going to bring in any more Chaos, however. Yeah, phone's at 10%. There's no way I can use it for Twitch chat, and my laptop that I usually use for Twitch chat, broke. Speaking of break, actually, don't know if you noticed this, but I've actually got a new pair of headphones. My old ones smashed into a million pieces. This one here, I'm loaning off my little brother, and it's got this little microphone thing that I like to fiddle with every now and then, which I really shouldn't. Come on, can you beat your old records? Nice, barely. Alright, the next one I can't really mess about with. I'm going to have to play strategically. Also, I've said this before. If you're going to do the Chao Garden stuff, like just the Chao Garden stuff, get the GameCube version. I feel like it has the best resolution and frames to it, for lack of a better description. And you get extra content in the form of the Chao Garden Advance stuff. Like, if you have Sonic Advance for the GBA, you can access what's called the Tiny Chao Garden. And long and the short, it's a mini garden that has some extra things to it, and you can transfer those extra things to sorry, you can transfer those to your game. These include jewel colored chows, like emerald and ruby and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm looking at the feedback and I'm just seeing how awful the lag is. I don't have any sort of charger around here, so you know what? Sod it. I'm only going to be streaming for another hour. I'm doing a short one today. So, I've got the chat open on my phone. I've got the chat open on my phone. I've got it in low power modes. And I've only got an hour left before I call it quits anyway, since I started an hour later. So, hopefully this will fix it a bit. Yeah, those lags, man. Sorry about this. It's definitely not my most graceful return to streaming. Oh. It's not my most graceful return to stream, but at the end of the day, I just do this for a hobby, and I needed to do this anyway just so I can get my momentum back. Alright. So, Edge is a superior swimmer compared to his brother, so... Yeah, it looks like the gap's... Actually, it looks like the gap is closing in, yeah. I'll use one more boost to try and widen the gap. And with a bit of luck, he should be able to keep that gap. He beat his record again. My chows are prodigies. Well done, Edge. I am proud of you. Alright. Edge has got the little shovel now. So anyway, what's the next race in? I don't really want to cut it close like last time, so I think I'm going to do a bit more on my training. Stumo Valley? There's supposed to be a P there. Stumo Valley? What the fuck? That's something I was expecting Chao Karate. Anyway, so that's competing flying. Yeah, Adam's flying is abysmally low, so I'm gonna head back out, and I'm gonna grab some purple Chaos Drives. Actually, no. I just remembered. Chow Fruit. I don't think I'm gonna get access to these again for a bit, so I'm gonna grab 5 more and feed them to Atom. And they're gone already because I entered the bollocks. Oh, so that means the shop changes whenever I do the Chow race. Okay, well, that's good to know. Wish I remembered that sooner. I would have grabbed 5 more for Atom as well.
Stage select.
Also, yeah, now that I've turned Twitch off, let's see. Yeah, I'm gotten the single frame thing, so it was definitely the internet. I might have some clutter that I need to get rid of. So, purple. Nice, another purple. I can only hold about 10 items, so once I get 10 Chaos Drives, I'll just quit the stage.
Level 2 security door breach. Level 2 security door breach.
Also, kind of wish there was a way to lock Eggman in position and just, like, turn to aim. Because you have to move while turning in order to aim. Oh, no, not getting that. Not getting that either. I really shouldn't risk it. Ah, damn it. Grabbed a yellow. Yeah, I shouldn't have risked it now. Now I can only bring in... Unless I go out of my way to replace all the other ones before that yellow one, I'm only bringing in 9 purple Chaos Drives. Go. Really? So, 7. 8.
Level 4 security door breach.
'Nope, not getting that.
Level 5 security door breach. Switch to emergency defense mode. Lock down final security door.
Surprised I never went to emergency security measures or whatever it was in the first place. Alright, that's 10. It's alright guys, I'm leaving.
Stage select.
You can keep Shadow in the 2 if you want, he's kind of a dick. Oh wait, no, Shadow's right here. Alright. Let's see if let's see if there's any Chao fruit in here. Nope. Excuse me. Alright. Come here, Atom. Alright, don't worry, I'm not going to cram fruit down your throat again. At least not yet, anyway. That's for later. Right now, we're just trying to make your wings work. Alright. Oh, did you trip? There you go. Alright, let's check out this fly real quick. It's 130, level 6. Now, if it's at 100... Let me see what happens if I am... let's see. Not quite. Chao can fly. Like, if their fly is high, is at a high enough level, they can, like, just straight up fly around the garden. And it's actually quite sweet. It looks like it's not ready yet. Let's at least take a look at... I don't know, I feel like he would be ready to fly properly, but anyway. Let's check out Stumo Valley. How'd that error occur? Alright, whatever. Speaking of which, I do want to prioritize... I think I mentioned this already. I do want to prioritize a specific type for each Chao to specialize in. So I think after this race, I'll check out what they're worst in and try to build up from that. I like that we've got bored eyes with teeth there. To me, that's one of the best faces. Alright. Can you fly? Not that well, honestly. I might need more chaos drives. I do also need to boost their stamina a bit. It's their lowest stat. Oh no! Oh no! Tripped at the very end, you poor thing. Shit. Oh, you would have won that as well. Alright, it's clear he's not ready yet. I better go and grab some more chaos drives. Don't need to go to sleep just yet, mate. Actually, now that I've entered a race... Chao fruit? Chao fruit? No. Still a green egg. No Chao fruit. He says he'll get rarer items, but I think the remainder of them are either eggs or hats. Now, anyway, there is something I remembered. I do want to check out their stats again, because I don't remember them off the top of my head. I remember Atom has better stats overall than Edge to begin with, so... Wait, no, that's the classroom. Health center, here we are. CBCDD. So, I want to focus on stamina and power. Well, I wanted Atom to be the Chao for Chao Karate, so... Here's the thing, I want them to focus on their racing abilities as well, and I want them to do all the beginner races first. At the same time, though, it won't be long before the Chao eventually, for lack of a better description, evolve. His worst is his stamina. So I guess I'll make Edge focus on stamina and have Atom focus on power. Stamina's easy. Just feed him lots of Chao nuts. There's no chaos drives for stamina. So, what's wrong with these green ones? It's just a color alteration? Because I don't remember these in the GameCube version. You okay, buddy? Yeah, he's fine. Alright, come on. Munch on that. Good boy. Darn it, Edge. Yeah, these things must be a weird color alteration, because they seem to have the same effects, and they're still like that in the trees. The more I play this, the more I'm beginning to think maybe I should have just done the GameCube version, but I can't even stream that. Unless I get myself a GameCube emulator, but I think the quality of that would end up being worse. Anyway, I need more rings.
Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south. Block all major roads and capture the suspect.
Alright, so I should focus on flying Chaos Drives for the time being. I'm mostly here for rings, but I'll grab any purple Chaos Drives I find. That was weird. That's red. That's what I get for lightspeed dashing, huh? Nice. Darn it. Why does it always screw up that way? Red. Red. Green. Yeah, honestly, I think Iron Gate is the best stage to hunt for Chaos Drives, because there's just so many enemies to shoot. Damn it. Alright, righto. I shouldn't really be worrying about time. Ah, there we go. Nice. Alright, should be one more here. The speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Honestly, I wish I could remember the placements of these. So I think it's... Oh no, it's the other way. Yeah, see what I mean? I always forget the placements of the rings. With how often I've played this stage, you'd think I would remember that. Hello, where are they? Alright, whatever.
Yes.
Not one of my better scores, but eh. Kinda wish I could get 444 rings, but I'm always just barely breaking the 300 mark.
Piece of cake.
Well, there is a way for me to get 999 rings in that stage, but
Select.
that's a legit grind, and I don't have the means to do that yet. I might just have to do it off screen. Like, not the grinding for the rings, but like finding the means to do it. Still no Chao fruit. Alright. Guess I better just hand these over to Atom. Don't go to sleep just yet, mate. Now, just to point out, even if they do go to sleep, you can still participate in the races. I don't know why, I just don't like doing that. Like, even though there's literally no consequence to it, and it doesn't make logical sense to not do it. Alright, so went up by one stage. These little guys should be going to sleep soon. Because they keep yawning, they're eventually gonna... Well, he almost did. I don't even know why I go and pick him up like that. Like, again, dad mode.
Everything will be okay.
Bloody hell, Atom.
Here.
Come on. Just get your stamina up to one level at least. That's two bites. There's one. Okay, 3. Atom. There we go. Okay, you're good. For now. Okay, his fly leveled up once, but I'm not sure if that's enough. I'm gonna head back to Iron Gate and I'm gonna grab some more purple chaos drives.
Stage select.
And to anyone who thinks this is kind of boring, I can kind of understand why you would think that.
Assume level 1 defense formation.
But this is exactly how you do Chao Garden stuff. You go through the stages to grab resources, and you use those resources to raise a good Chao.
Level 1 security door breach. Emergency formation. Intercept intruder.
Nice, too. Oh, darn it! I thought that was purple.
Level 2 security door breach. Level 2 security door breach.
Nope, not getting that. Alright.
Level 3 security door breach. Intruder has breached sections 3 through 8. Get him.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Level 4 security door breach.
Okay, I just need one more. we go. Alright.
Stage select. Character select.
Let's go, Zegman. I think it's also funny, like, just how big his model is compared to everyone else's, so he just, Okay. Don't go to sleep just yet, because you are so close to being an avid flyer. Yeah, I'm eventually going to focus, like, one specific stat, but until all 4 of these Chaos complete their 4 races flawlessly, and by that I mean come in first place in all of them. Wouldn't say flawlessly. I'm just going to focus on buffing all of their stats at once. Perfect. Alright. Damn it, Edge. Okay. Please tell me there are some Chao fruits available. Darn it. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I started streaming again, even if I didn't really talk much about this. Honestly, like, mostly like, just streaming and talking again is giving me a lot of energy, so I feel like I'm more than ready to do more streaming tomorrow. Alright, he should be more fit to fly now. Still came in last place because of a trip right at the very end. That does happen, and it's the worst when it does. Yeah, not a single encoding overload since I've done this. Since I turned the since I closed my Twitch browser. I need to do that more often. Would you get out of Atom's way? He's still not quite there. Like, if his fly is good enough, he can reach the cliffside without hitting the water. There we go, first place. And got the current record by 2 seconds. And a bunch of milliseconds that I can't be asked counting. 80. I'm tired. Alright, well, he already did pretty well on the first one. Let's see how he'll do in the second one. Hopefully he'll complete it just fine. That and the third one just fine. That way we can that way I can focus on Edge's flying abilities. Well, also, I forget I can skip this. Also, you must have noticed by now that a lot of the Chaos have unique features to them, like head features, color features. If a Chao focuses on a specific stat by a high amount, their physical features change to represent their abilities. So, for example, these Chao because these Chao specialize in flying, they've developed these horns on the back of their heads. I believe that it actually helps them with their flying. So in some cases, it could help them with their gliding abilities. Because like Chao can fly to an extent, but they're better at gliding, so to speak. But yeah, the horns I believe it lets them be a bit more aerodynamically designed, so they can handle so they can fly across air currents a little easier. Or it could just be a random design choice. I'm not done by the there's no scientific design around them, but I like to think about that sort of stuff. Also, you can see those features developing on Atom himself. Like, because he's a dark Chao, he doesn't change color. Only only neutral Chaos go to those pinkish colors. So if I made Atom or Edge neutral Chaos, I would have you would have seen him in this color. But honestly, it's probably for the best you transform them into a hero or dark Chao anyway. Although I say that, and I don't know if there is actually any stat alterations depending on what form they take on besides the type forms. Either way, I prefer to transform them into their hero or dark counterparts. I'm not too keen on the neutral ones, honestly. Again, it's just preference, and it looks like he might actually win this. Although I need to put in a bit more effort in them. Okay, for the love of God, please do not trip. Yes! That's all free for Atom. Well done. And someone tripped at the end. As long as it's not my Chao, I don't care. Still, battery on my phone's been lasting a lot longer than I expected. Here we go, the watering can. With the spade, Atom can finally plant seeds, so we can finally use those seeds that we want, that we can use, or that we can buy. You know, okay, let's at least give this a test. Well, maybe give this a test, because I want to. If it's a seed worth planting, I'll plant it. If there isn't, then oh well. Yeah, trees have expiration dates on them, so to speak. Strong seeds last the longest. These ones I think are the most appetizing to Chao, so they'll be more inclined to eat these more. You know, screw it. Let's just show it off. I'll probably just use the fruit from that tree to feed the Chaos instead. You know, once it grows to the right amount. Alright. Watch this. When you hand a Chao a seed, provided they have the spade and the watering can, they'll walk around and they'll look for a specific spot to plant it. This is completely random, and the time it takes is also random. They could do this for about 10 seconds, they could do it for about 20 minutes. Also, if they don't have the watering can or the seed or the spade, they'll just wander around aimlessly forever and not ever plant it. Pick up the damn egg, Eggman! Thank you. I just wanted to throw it. Oh, that got some bounce. Oh, here we go. He's found a spot. Now, using the spades. I love the sounds they make. Ha! I got it! Now use the watering can. And my absolute favourite thing ever. He does a little dance. And then this little tree grows. This will take some time for it to grow fully and bear fruit. But otherwise, it will start to grow on its own. In fact, it's slow, but it's growing right now. Also, both Chao are asleep, honestly, I don't like to bother them while they're sleeping. And time does kind of freeze here as well. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start grinding for some rings.
Stage selected.
I'll do one stage of this to get some rings, and I'll do one stage in Iron Gate to get some purple Chaos Drives for Edge, so he can do the flying race. And with a bit of luck, I can grab some Chao fruit, so those alongside the Chaos Drives. Edge should be more than ready for the Edge should be more than ready for the flying race. Let's see. You know what? I should probably just only focus on the Chaos Drives on Eggman's stage. So it would mean I'd have to go in and out twice with different characters. So I'll just focus on the rings in this stage, and then I'll focus on the Chaos Drives in Eggman's stage. Once again, I buggered up that ramp again. Trust your feelings, got to live, and crash into a car. See, I can't tell if I like this song. Well, okay, I do like this song, I will say that. But I can't tell if I like it because it's a good song, or if I like it just because I've heard it for literal years. So like I said before, I'm pretty sure I've done this stage thousands of times when I was raising Chao back in 2002. Oh no, 2001, even better. Like, as I pointed out in the previous session, I still have my 2 original Chaos from when I first played the game ever. Like, the 2 Chao I'm raising here, they're the first 2 default ones you get. I still have those ones on my original file, and I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but those are named after Atom and Edge. Like, though, the reason I named my 2 Chaos Atom and Edge is because they're because I named them after my 2 original Chaos. And to tell you the truth, though, had I had more people to interact with in the chat, I probably would have based the Chao around viewer inputs. Maybe next time, because I am going to be getting more than one. I am going to be getting more Chaos later, but I'm primarily going to be focusing on Atom and Edge solely. No one else until then.
Piece of cake.
Stage select.
Alright, how much time do you have left? We've got about half an hour left.
Intruder alert. Assume level 1 defense formation. Level 1 security door breach. Emergency formation. Intercept intruder.
Have I gotten any purple ones yet? Just one.
Level 2 security door breach. Level 2 security door breach.
Okay, give it a minute. Okay. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay, that's 4. Definitely my lowest amount so far up to this point. Although it's starting to accelerate now.
Security door breach.
Okay, 7. 8.
Level 5 security door breach. Switch to emergency defense mode. Lock down final security door.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 10. Had to double check there.
Stage select. Character select.
Alright. Please be some Chao fruit. Damn it. I don't know if collecting more emblems increases the chances of Chao fruit appearing, but I don't know. Okay, so unfortunately we're now going to have to play a bit of the waiting game, so I don't want to disturb Atom and Edge's sleep, otherwise it'll just make him cranky. Besides, like, as I mentioned before, Chao will eventually, like, for lack of a better description, evolve. And I don't know if this is true or not. It feels right just from experience alone, but I could be mistaken. I believe the longer they sleep, the faster it, the quicker it increases over time. Again, I don't know if that's true or not. It just feels right. It's like sorry. I'm mostly like thinking about this from experience alone, and I can't tell if it's just because I put more hours in the garden itself when that increases the time, but it does feel like the longer the Chao sleep, the quicker the timer before they evolve ticks down. And it is important for them to like evolve because it boosts a stat. Like, it increases the rank of one of them, and I also don't want to leave the garden because I don't want these to disappear. So unfortunately, we're playing the waiting game. Kind of wish I had another drink with me. Oh well. But anyway, I'm not gonna lie though, it's been a lot of fun to play this game again. And I apologize if I was in like a bit of a dour mood at first. Like, again, like winter sluggishness. A part of me believes that it could be a form of seasonal depression, but I don't ever want to say... I don't ever want to claim I've got that, because to me, depression is a very serious thing to like just talk lightly about. And as a result, I don't ever want to say I've got anything like that unless clinically proven. Like, actually proven by a doctor. It's just who I am. Well, Edge is... Oh wait, no, I was supposed to give the flying stuff to Edge. That's right, because Atom already finished all 3. That's a it was a good thing Edge woke up first, because sheesh, Edge would have been left out, and I would have had to do more work. Okay, as you can see, the bumps on his head are starting to go down. This because I keep raising them with a dark character. I will have to no, I don't. Oh, I will have to go back with a hero character and fix that a bit. But as long as he's still close to the hero mark, so he'll transform into a hero Chao when he's old enough. But anyway, now that he's gotten his flight increased by a significant amount, let's see. He should be ready for the flying race now. Also noticed he's starting to become a little bit blue. Alright. I love the teeth that Chao has. That's one of the best things in my opinion. Because it looks like that they're trying to look menacing. Like, in some cases, it's kind of like the desert toad frog. Like, it has that adorable little squeak, but from its perspective, it's threatening. Because to him, it's loud. It's deep and booming. But to us, because it's on a different frequency and we're much larger, it comes off as like tiny and squeaky. Like that's why the desert rain frog makes that noise, because it is, from its perspective, like it's as deep and booming as, like, to us, Brian Blessed. If you don't know who he is, check him out. He's got an awesome voice. Some extremely powerful lungs on that man. For reference's sake, though, to any American audiences watching me, he does Clayton in the old Disney Tarzan film. For reference's sake, that's the only animated thing I remember him in. All right, you did the first one. Let's get him to do the second one. Now, you don't have to have both your Chaos do all of these, but I want both of them to have all the prizes. In fact, I might be doing the same for the more difficult races anyway, because I guess in some cases I kind of want to go as long as I can with this, because this is just something I genuinely enjoy, and I'd rather have some sort of objective. Yeah, he is turning a bit more blue. It might just be because he's turning somewhat back into a normal Chao, like because I've been raising him with a dark character. So if I were to quickly go back in as I'm with a hero character, no, don't trip now, Edge. Oh, tripping is the worst. I feel like the only time I'm tripping in any game is worse is in Pikmin. Oh, you barely made that, even with the trip. He's not doing better than his brother in terms of time, but he's still winning the races, and that's what's important. Like, alternatively, I could just put him in the rank 3 races immediately. I don't have to do 1, 2, and 3 for him. I mostly do 1 and 2 to test the waters to see if he's actually good enough to do the 3rd tier ones. Alright, get a little head start. Okay, good. You didn't trip. I think a good idea would be to get a bit of a stamina boost just as he's about to jump, because I think it'll cover more distance while using as little energy as he can. I think he barely won that one. I'm definitely gonna need to increase his running. But either way, now he's got the spade and the watering can, so now he can plant any seed he wants too. Alright, so what's the next one? Mushroom Forest, that's running. Okay, so first I'm gonna fix Edge a bit with the hero thing. Then I'll get some stuff for the running Chaos Drives. You know what I mean. Let's go as Tails. Actually, I probably shouldn't have picked Tails for this one, because I think he kind of has the worst voice line for petting a Chao. It's like, let me show you. See, that's what he says. Now, the best way to accelerate the that is do this. Yeah, everything will be okay. And yeah, he's turning white now. So it was becoming blue a bit because he was changing back. Alright. Actually, I want to see if there's any Chao fruits. Would you believe that I used to call them KOs when I was a kid? Oh, a shiny white egg. These are basically rarer versions of the regular ones. Okay, in case it's not obvious, the color of the egg dictates the color of the Chao. They don't change color depending on their ranks. Be it hero or dark. That's kind of why I don't really like to use these as much. But the shiny variations, like, they're kind of the same, but they sparkle. Oh, nice. Like, they're just more bragging rights than anything. It's, I guess you could say that. No. I'd say the jeweled Chaos from the Game Boy Advance game are the equivalents to a shiny Pokemon. Like, nowhere near as hard to get, but they're considered major bragging rights. All right, Edge, where are you? There you are. I might as well give you a bit of a boost and have you go first in the run-in. Come on, keep it up. You're doing great. Yeah, from the looks of it, Edge is going to be a flyer. Come on, Edge. You need to be big and strong. Alright, well, at least you got a level up in something. I think it was run, which is what you need. So, what is Edge? Oh yeah, Edge's worst stat is stamina. That's going to be the most difficult to raise because that requires fruit. There's no Chaos Drives for that. I could use animal parts for that as well, but I want to keep the sheep and skunk parts for them for the time being. I might change them around later. But I want to keep the sheep and skunk parts on them respectively for a while, because this is what I most commonly had them with, and what I've most associated with them with. I'm Englishing good today. Yeah. Also, I don't know if I ever explained this. The ranking for the Chao stats, that dictates how much they'll go up whenever you're increasing their stats. So like the higher ones will increase the most when being boosted, while lower ranked ones will increase the least. That's sort of your incentive to like try to max out their previous their weakest stats through transformations and eventually get an all S rank Chao and everything. It's possible. In fact, my brother Martin, like, he was just as obsessed with the Chao Garden as I was back in the day. And he nearly got there until, like, there must be some sort of memory card issue or something, because he lost his Chao forever. He was so gutted, and I don't blame him in the slightest. Alright, come on, buddy. Good on you, mates. Alright, now to go grab some green chaos drives for him to give his run an extra boost.
Stage select.
Intruder alert. Assume level 1 defense formation.
Nice, green right off the bat. There's another green.
Level 1 security door breach. Emergency formation. Intercept intruder.
Nice, 2 greens. Maybe it's just a luck of the draw, but sometimes it feels like that the green ones are the most common, but it might just be luck of the draw. And Lady Luck is on my side. Which can only mean next time I play Mario Party, I'm gonna suck horribly. Not getting that. I think I almost got it, though. That's purple. Also, for some reason, destroying the robots also gets rid of their shots. Like, they'll just disappear mid-flight. Yeah, I've got no explanation for that one either. How many do I have so far? 7. So just 3 more. Red, red, purple. Don't think I can reach that. So I'm not gonna risk it. You're not going to give me enough greens, are you, until you... And I'm going to have to go back into the stage again, aren't you? Eight, 9, just one more, and I know that there's a few more enemies coming up. Ten.
Stage select. Character select.
Shadow. I like Eggman's motions in this game, and it's just really funny seeing him in action. But I don't really like playing as him in the Chao Garden too often, because he's such a big character. It kind of screws my perspective a bit. Nice! Yeah, I'm definitely going to need some, get that ring trick done in order to get more of these, because I go for 1,000 every time I buy one of these. Every time I buy a bunch of these things. Either way, I don't think Edge is going to appreciate this, but it's for the best. Because imagine what like later on, because there are much more difficult ones up ahead. It's called the beginner race for a reason. Actually, you know what? I should probably give these to Atom, since Edge is going to be a bit more stubborn in eating, since he's already had 5 already. Alright, put that there. Ah, no you don't. No you don't. Nope. Go. Your last Chaos Drive. Alright, perfect. Alright, back in the water with you. Alright. Now we're going to need to boost your run as well, so you can do the running race, no problem. So, let's get you sorted. Now, don't you start being stubborn with me, okay, young man? Come on, buddy. You need to eat all of these. Okay, this won't level up anything, but he's got 2 more Chao fruits to go through. Come on. I understand that you've eaten a lot, and I'm very proud of you for that. But you just need to keep up for a little bit longer. I tell you what, it's a good thing Chao don't get sick from eating too much, otherwise I'd be in huge trouble. Well done, little fella. Now just one more. Alright. Nicely done, little fella. Proud of you. Okay, we're just about out of time, so I'm gonna have to call it quits now, I'm afraid. Okay. Sorry. I'll just do it for a minute. Once again, I apologize for not streaming for a solid week. Like I said, we had to do a lot of renovations around the study, and I was getting that winter sluggishness. I'm fine now that I started streaming again.
Stage select.
So hopefully I'll be able to keep up this momentum for a little longer for the next ones, because I do need to get back to streaming, and there is December's mega stream for me to do soon. Haven't decided what game yet though. But either way, tomorrow with no, hopefully I'll be able to get this done, but tomorrow should be Persona 3. Alright. Either way, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for that. Take care, guys.